It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
The love of many has waxed cold, man. Because love is destitute in this place, man. Because nobody knows what love really is, right? We're not appreciating what God has done for us. What's going on again, brother and sister? All right, y'all the Israelites, keep God's commandments, man.
That's right.
All right? We got to know what love really is in order to even use the word. Right? What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing, man? We love y'all, all right? Just know that blacks and Hispanics, we're the Israelites, we're God's people. We got to keep God's commandments, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass upon the... And behold, there came a voice out of a bush over against me, and said, Ezra, Ezra. And I said, Here am I, Lord. And I stood up upon my feet.
So you can jump to like verse 12.
Verse 12. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such as them as be in trouble.
Comfort those that be in trouble. Read.
And now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times.
You see that? And notice it said, put off the burdens of man. Right? Your everyday life, right? The traditions that you were taught, the things that you find to be normal, right? We got to get rid of those things, right? Because that is what got us in the predicament that we're in right now. That is what got us put on cargo ships, sold as slaves. That is what got us sold on auction blocks. That is what has our land desolate right now. That is what has our children dying in the streets. Right? It's the burdens of man. That weak nature. Right? Not sowing to the flesh. Right? But rather starving the flesh and getting rid of what makes you happy, and rather find happiness in what makes God happy.
That's right.
Right? Replace that false happiness. Right? Replace that false happiness with something called joy. Meaning no matter what's going on, you gotta smile. What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing, man? We love y'all, alright?
That's right.
Just know that blacks and Hispanics, we're the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. We gotta keep God's commandments. Alright? Read that from 12 again.
Right. It's the second book of Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. And now renounce corruption.
And now renounce corruption. Renounce your flesh. Right? Renounce your normalities. Renounce society. Because society's lost. Right? Society is lost. Not one person truly knows what it's like to have a relationship with God. Recorded, there's only a few people in the Bible. Right? Moses spoke face to face with God. YHWH spoke face to face with God. Right? Elijah didn't speak face to face with God though. And he was translating. Imagine how much work that took. Right? What's going on, sisters? How y'all doing? Alright? Brothers and sisters, y'all the Israelites, keep God's commandments.
That's right.
Alright? So we have to really recognize, it says that Abraham was a friend of God. That's a relationship. Right? It says that David was a man after God's own heart.
Right.
That's a relationship. So arguably, not one person on earth at this time has a real relationship with God or understands how to obtain a relationship with God. Unless you're keeping His commandments, you're following after the examples that were given to us with people who actually had relationships with God.
Right.
Read it from verse 12 again.
It's the second book of Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 12. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people.
And do what?
And reprove thy people.
And reprove thy people, man. So now, the angel's telling Ezra, look, man, get rid of that fleshly desire. Put off that weak nature. Forget what you think you know. Right? Serve God and go teach the people. Get yourself right and go teach. Right? That's what the angel told Ezra, man. That's how the angels prepared Ezra for his ministry. Because let me tell you, that's what they had. That's what the prophets had. They had ministries. Right? They ministered. They were servants to the people. Right? Shout out to the hard workers out here tonight. Lord Jesus. Right? That's what the Most High God gave the prophets, the apostles, and disciples. Right? He gave them ministries, man. How to do it, how to execute it, who to go to.
Second Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass upon the third day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a voice out of the bush over against me, and said, Ezra, Ezra. And I said, Here am I, Lord. And I stood up upon my feet. Then said he unto me, In the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses, and talked with them, when my people served in Egypt. And I sent him, and led my people out of Egypt, and brought him up to the mount of Sinai. When I held him by me a long season, and told him many wondrous things, and showed him the secrets of the time and the end, and commanded him, saying, These words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide. And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in thy heart the signs that thou hast seen, and the interpretation which thou hast heard. For thou shalt be taken away from home, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with sons as be like thee, until the time be ended. For the world hath lost his youth, and the times began to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already. Right. So we see that the angel compares the ministry of Moses to the ministry of Ezra. Right? And they were told, look, share this, don't share that. Right? To let you know that, guess what? Moses had one job. He was showing everything. But this is what I'm going to make you do. This is what I'm commissioning for you to do. Go and give them the law. Go and teach them the law. Go and judge this people according to this law. All these secrets I showed you, you can show them this, but don't show them that. Because everything has a purpose and a time in which it would be revealed, man. Right, go ahead. So the world has lost its youth, and the time begin to wax old. You see that? And as we begin and get further, right? The earth is no longer young. The earth is going through turmoil. Right, go ahead. Verse 11. So the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half of the 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such as them as be in trouble. And now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. Put off now the weak nature.
Put off now the weak nature. Right? Get rid of that fleshly desire. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy. Right? Meaning what? Don't give into depression. Why? Because remember, Ezra's at the beginning, what is it? He's on his bed, he's looking at the things that's happening to his people. He's sad, he's disturbed, right? So he's calling on God, and God's telling him, look, lay that aside, don't worry about it right now. Because I got bigger plans for you. I got something better for you to do, right? Focus on what's going to happen. Focus on where y'all going to end up, right, Reed? That's the relationship with God. Even though we mess up in a relationship, God said, you know what? I'm still going to give him what I promised. I still got something for him. Don't worry. Right, Reed?
And haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
For greater evils than you have seen will be done, man. Right? And just like YHWH said, what? Because iniquity shall abound, right? Meaning increase, the love of many shall wax cold. The angel warned Ezra, you see what's going on right now? What's going to happen later? You're going to think this was a walk in the park. Right? Go ahead.
On verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through it, so much the more shall evil increase upon them that dwell therein. For the truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. Then answered I before thee, and said, Behold, Lord, I will go, as thou hast commanded, and reprove the people which are present, but they that shall be born afterwards, who shall admonish them?
You see, now Ezra is worried about, what about the upcoming generation? I'm going to do what you told me to do, but what about the people that come after, right, Reed? That's love right there. That's how you know he loved God, because he's thinking about his people.
Right.
He's concerned with the welfare of his servants. Right, Reed?
Thus the world is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without light. For thy law is perfect. Therefore no man knoweth the things that are done of thee, or the works that shall begin. So he's like, yo, who's going to teach them when I die, when I go away? Right? Because your law, they done burnt it up. Right? Don't nobody know about how powerful and great you are, right, Reed? But if I have found grace before thee, then the Holy Ghost in me, and I shall write all that hath been done in the world since the beginning. Since the beginning, right? So Ezra was willing to put that work in. He said, please just give me the Holy Ghost. I want to write about you, Lord. I want to make sure everybody knows about what you done did and what you gonna do. Right, go ahead. Which were written in thy law, that men may find thy path, and that they which will live in the latter days may live. May what? May live. He just said that the way, so I'm going to write the things that are in the law so that people can find their way to you. Letting you know that what? Let me hold that Proverbs 6:23. Because he said so they can find the path to you. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. Bring it out. For the commandment is a lamp, And the law is life, and reproofs of instruction of the way of life.
You see that? And that's how we're going to find our way back to the Most High God. By going back to the Torah, by looking at His statutes, His judgments. Right? Let's go back to 2 Ezra 14.
2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
And he answered me, saying, Go thy way, gather the people together, and say unto them, that they seek thee not for 40 days, but look thou prepare thee many box trees, and take with thee Soria, Dabria, Selenia, Apinus, and Asiel, these 5 which are ready to write swiftly, and come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart,
Right?
which shall not be put out till the things be performed which thou shalt begin to write. And when thou hast done, some things shalt thou publish, and some things shalt thou show secretly to the wise.
So now certain things, again, just like He told Moses, certain things you're going to publish and other things you're going to keep secret, right? And only show the wise. Only going to show people that have the ability of understanding. To only show people that are actually going to appreciate what you're showing them. Right, Reed?
Tomorrow this hour shalt thou begin to write. Then went I forth as commanded, and gathered all the people together, and said, Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt, from whence they were delivered, and received the law of life, which they kept not, which also have transgressed after them. Then was the land, even the land of Zion, parted among you by lot, like your fathers and ye yourselves have done unrighteousness, and have not kept the ways which the highest commanded. And for as much as He is a righteous judge from you in time the thing that He had given you. And now are ye hid, and your brethren among you. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding, and reform your heart.
And what?
And reform your heart.
Subdue your own understanding, reform your heart. This goes back to what he told them earlier, right? About putting off that weak nature, right? Getting rid of the burdens of man, right? Not letting your thoughts take over, right? Go ahead.
Ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Let no man therefore come unto me now, nor seek after these 40 days. So I took the 5 men, and he commanded, and we went into the field, and remained there. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Ezra, open thy mouth, and drink, that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full, as it were, with water, but the color of it was like fire. And I took it and drank.
Salaki. That's Salaki. That's it. That goes into them being in the field, whatnot. Right? So this is a demonstration of the relationship with God and being poured out in the understanding, and how you can now then relate it to your people and have a love for your neighbor as yourself, man. Right? Let's we can get to closing scriptures.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God. And keep His commandments.
And do what?
And keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man. That's all we got to do, right? Is respect God and keep God's commandments, man. Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do this commandment.
That what?
That do this commandment. That they may have right to the tree of life. And may enter in the gate into the city. The book of Colossians. Oh, you celebrating a birthday now?
Oh, I didn't know it was a birthday. I just heard take that shot. I'm down.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the YHWH, giving thanks to the Most High God, Yahweh.
Right, so with that we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God in heaven, whose name is Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And we say Shalom.
Shalom.